Let's go, Sibling Rivalry. One more time.
What are we gonna say, bro? Let's plan something.
For what? It's been working just like. Merry Christmas! Hello, guys. Welcome back to Sibling Rivalry. This is the final show for the year. I'm so excited.
What's up, everybody? You know what it is. It's too much energy from Mutalita now. I don't know what to do. Just getting the nerves.
I do this every
pressure
week.
with
Every week. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Hope everybody's still safe at home, feeling loved with the cousins and the grandmas and all of that. We're here working for you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's good, ganga. Studio.
Merry Christmas, guys. And yeah, I hope a festive year has been everything that you've dreamt of. Because also another thing about Christmas is that after Christmas, yeah, festive.
Yeah.
31st.
It's 31st, mild.
Mild, you know?
Jav.
The big thing is Christmas,
Yeah,
where you
for
with
sure.
everyone and the loved ones and the family and the gifts and then don and then don and then don.
Because abantu baya, they like go back to like to like a vacation with your boyfriend and what after Christmas.
Yes.
They want to do like other things that
Correct.
aren't family orientated.
Boyfriend is family. What do you mean?
Imagine. My boyfriend is family. Imagine my imaginary boyfriend. So we've come to the end of this year. We've actually
Correct.
managed to do it for so long until the end of the year. So I'm really proud of us first and foremost.
No, absolutely. Shut up, bro. Put it
Well
here.
done. Well done, mate.
I'm on high five for Melbourne. Goda, pura, goda. Oh, wow. Yeah, just make it corny now. Okay, sure.
Sorry, you made it corny. And there are so many things that I feel like we've learned about each other, about ourselves. There's so many things that we've learned from abantu ababukeleyo with their
absolutely.
opinions.
Yeah.
And because we speak about like general topics, everybody's got an opinion about a certain thing, but there's so much to learn about.
There's absolutely so much to learn.
Isn't that you think, which is like the beauty of like the community we've kind of built, which is really, really amazing. Oh, God.
You guys might not be able to hear it, but we can bell up. So it keeps making a noise.
So what I've done is I've come up with like 5 questions for us.
Okay, 5 questions for us that we will both answer.
Sure.
Okay, one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to like wrap it all up, you know?
Okay.
It's like an exam at the end. Ba ufunde ndoni?
Okay.
Nyaka wonke. So without much ado, let's get into it. What is the biggest misconception people have about our sibling relationship?
That we're really, really close. I don't.
Yes, tell us
I don't
more.
think we're really, really close. Us got close.
What does close look
Buddha,
like?
we get along.
Indona-
Close looks like I'm calling you every day. Close
you
is
literally call me
but
3
I'm
times
calling
a
you
day.
about the business. Let's talk about business.
Yeah.
Mostly,
Yeah.
I'm calling you about business.
Yeah.
That's because we do so much work together.
Yeah.
Close looks like a relationship that you have with your best friend. Right? Close looks like the relationship that some people have with their parents. Where I talk to mama every day.
Yeah.
Close to me looks like everyday communication.
So close, does it have to be the same thing? Does it have to look the same in every kind of relationship setting?
Well, I do believe, but it's got the same nimbao is
Nimbao. Pow, pow.
and this is why I say I go close because
Close enough, guys.
Yeah.
No way.
Whoa, let me finish. Close to me. So I made the example, right, of a best friend. I made the example of some people with their parents, maybe some people with their siblings. But the example was you talk every day, whether it's about nothing or whether it's about something. Of which that for me is where it then got out of that category, which for me I believe is a misconception. Savannah.
Can you imagine us closer than what we are right now?
Yes.
Oh my word.
You're overwhelmed. Johnny. Is there no one that you talk to every day?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
There's
That's
no one.
certain. Yeah, understand. In the years, in isolation.
Oh, yes, true.
You better watch it. You better watch it. Oh no. There has to be someone that you talk to every day.
Why?
For you, it's good. It's healthy. It's mentally healthy.
I talk to the people who work at the gym every day.
Okay. And you talk to the car guy at the gym every day. Next time, next time he's not talking.
I'm never paying that guy.
I tell you.
I'm there 5 days a week.
Then pay him once a week. We'll talk about it.
Okay,
But mpatala once a week.
Okay, Christmas, then
what are you gonna give him? Like 1.5? It better be. What? You don't. Okay. Wow.
I'm there every day.
So, nigga 20 rand getting Monday.
For doing what?
For car guard. So the operative.
Car guard's a real thing, though. For real, though. Do they really? As I'm not gonna lie, the car guard. I go to umntu onesibhawu befuna uthatha imoto yakho uzothini.
Azikuyiteste. Ungenethi mina uphuma unxibe ibhara club bengathi iyaqhekeza imoto yabomvu uzothini. Ah man, yo. Okay.
2 weeks ago, I went to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Not 2 weeks away. The Friday of Black Friday, end of November. Kuthe a rescue. And I always go to that. It's like right by my house. I always go there to like watch soccer or whatever. And it was fuller than it's ever been. And I was like, oh, this is wild. Then I went in. Then the owner of the restaurant was like, park your car closer because people have been like smashing and grabbing. I'm like, there's 3 car guards here. Vibes. Okay. All right.
So, okay.
My biggest misconception.
Yes.
I think the biggest misconception is that people think that like because you're always like laughing and like saying funny things.
Yeah.
And it's like completely not at all.
Yeah.
Like, Anvindo.
Okay.
I'm just like, this is
enjoy, in fact.
I'm just like, this is who this person is.
Okay.
And he's got no like malice or like bad intent or anything like that. But I think people go, yo, I'm like, bah, this man.
Quick question. Do you think that comes from a place of knowing me or a place of knowing yourself?
I think it's both. I think it's a place of me knowing you and like your heart.
Yeah.
And also you knowing me. Oh no. And also you knowing me and what I can take.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you knowing you. So that's what I was asking. What you knowing me and then you knowing you. So like, for example, there was a thing where we were like, oh, what do you think you are out of 10, right? And then someone had commented, someone commented on the TikTok, he said, yo, brother, one, and that one, he only gives me that point because I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm breathing.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then people commented under that, saying, yo, brother, no. Oh, and then someone said he doesn't love you.
Yes, and then
she was like,
no, he really
he loves me.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that jest, sometimes it's also like, nawe, Andy noti ba umbi, for example, you know you, Yazasba. Oh, Rombi, is this a joke, my darling? No, absolutely. You know what I mean? So it's you knowing my heart and you also knowing you.
Me, yes.
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes,
you know
yes.
And also, you're a troll in my life. And that's like your role. So
yeah.
Like, you're just doing your job.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I guess I've got a way smaller heart than yours. I'm like, itrola and understand if negi chogumandi akutrola
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. That's why they do it in the first place.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What's the most annoying thing I do, and how do you deal with it? Oh no! Why did I ask that question?
Why? You can go first. That's a tough one for me. That's a tough one for me.
I
I'm
can
gonna have
answer on your behalf.
okay, please tell me.
When I don't text you back. I think
That's fine. But we addressed that on episode 51, and I got to understand you better, and now we're in a better place.
So it doesn't annoy anymore. Also, I've become much better.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Leaps and bounds, my friend.
Because now I'm like, oh my
Oh man,
Textile. Hectic vibes. I don't know. I mean, you're like generally annoying. Sorry. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm joking,
No,
joking.
yeah, as a little brother, no, for
Yeah,
sure. But I think, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's because we take things that would maybe generally annoy us, and because we feel how we feel about each other? See as mask guys on those.
Maybe. I
Also.
think so, yeah. They might be.
It's easier for us to accept.
But they're not. Yeah, exactly. So it's more of an acceptance thing than a, oh my gosh, I wish he'd change his personality.
Yeah. I can't because I mean, there's things that happen. I'm frustrated a bit.
Yeah,
I'm
but that's like once
annoyed.
in a while, but not
Yes.
it's the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're pretty perfect, aren't we?
And annoying ungabi na boyfriend ezakhe yenza izinto isithengele izinto isikhuphe night out isifuna usimpressa. That's really that's really annoying. The most annoying thing on this planet.
Guys. How do you think our sibling relationship has impacted our adult relationships?
Wait.
Like abandu, like jollering. How do you think our sibling relationship has impacted our adult relationships?
I don't think it has.
At all?
Yeah, because I score close. No, but how do I think our sibling relationship has impacted?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I honestly don't think I'd be able to draw a line,
Okay, let me go. I think the kind of man that you are.
Andiva. Sorry. Yeah.
So hard compliment. Is an example of the like part of an example of the kind of man, like the way a man should treat me.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like if Mhlambi, you weren't the person that you are, I would maybe accept less in my relationships. But I've seen the possibility of what a man can act like, be like, how emotionally smart a person can be. Just like nothing hectic. But I feel like because you've been a constant in my life and you've just like acted in a constantly gentleman way, that is for me the standard. But if you're doing less than this, then what are we doing here? Also, andizokwazi really to introduce umntu who treats me lesser than to you at any point. Because uzoyibona. Yes, because you will, firstly, you'll see it because you're a man as well.
Yeah.
And secondly, you're gonna be upset. Firstly, sister, I'm dog, and I know it might be like a difficult thing for you to talk to me about, but it definitely affect you. I don't think it's like completely conscious, but like now having to think about it, I'm like, they're just things where I'm just like, I'm like, hey, bro, like. You can't treat me in a certain way.
And then umzekelo ke ngokuphinde ube ngumzekelo o ngengo tatakho.
Exactly.
Then uba ngumzekelo olapha.
Yes.
Le generation yakho.
Age group.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's very interesting. And I think now on my side, I think maybe the thing would be it has affected our sibling relationship has affected
relationships
personally extramarital relationships zam
Oh no.
subconsciously for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say subconsciously because it's like if I'm thinking about u-intro jusa umntu
Mm.
or ndicinga uplita umntu uba hey ngicela uba yi-girlfriend yam.
Mm-mm.
I also then tend to think uba hey inoba unganjani efemelini ungafitha efemelini ungathini. And then I suppose because I also know the kind of family we are and I know the person that you are as well, it would be someone who would have to have a certain characteristics. Because I also don't want to have the awkward conversation whereby you're like, and
Right,
then-
work your way out.
correct. So not necessarily saying Uguti, I want you to have these characteristics, but these are the characteristics that I'm not going to be able to hold on to. We understand? Because they essentially don't mean much or they're not according to what my setup is and what my family is, because I think so highly of you in terms of as a person, character wise. So I think subconsciously,
Yeah.
where there's people maybe that I wouldn't introduce you to. Understand? But yeah, I mean, then Nando's got Drake, you know. He Fukuta, no Lota. Hey, boy, I'm
Sure.
okay, sure, I know Yegi Lal. So, but yeah, okay. And sometimes those questions, man, they're so warm and mushy.
I know.
Gosh.
So unlike me.
Oh,
I had
gosh.
to like prep myself for this. What's the biggest way we've grown or changed as siblings over the years?
Communication. Communication. I think in terms of the categories of topics and in terms of being able to really, I guess, get deeper than what you see on the surface and sensitivity around those things. For me, that's been a big one. And yeah, so for me, it's over the years, because I think as you grow, a lot of things just become on the surface with you, and you're living your own life.
Yeah, it's very easy to have a surface relationship with umntakwenu.
And that works. That works perfectly,
Yeah,
right?
they're always there.
Mind.
They'll always be there. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to dig deeper.
Yes, correct. So I think definitely from that perspective of being able to, for me, I know that it's giving me a stronger voice.
Okay.
A
voice to who?
Jay as a person,
to
feel like I matter because the opinion yami matter of the one person that it doesn't have to matter because it's sister yam, bruh.
You was just gonna be
there. So that's kind of what my thinking leads me to.
Yeah, true. Definitely the communication has been definitely better and obviously pushed by this and what we do. But then obviously this doesn't end here.
Yes.
We go out and we talk more, we talk deeper, we're a bit more intentional about stuff.
Yes, correct.
Which is cool.
Yeah, which is absolutely cool because I think we know each other on a deeper level.
Yeah.
And in that, you're able to then be like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, then you stop assuming a lot of things. Then you start assuming more of the good out of a person. Then, now you're like, oh, tell a difference and then out of character. No, she doesn't hate me. Maybe she's having a bad day. Because we've spoken about similar things or we've been through. So it's really, I think it's having skin in the game, which definitely helps as well. And this skin in the game is spending time
together. Yeah,
correct. Quality time and not just
because we can hang out, but like kungabikho into caba sihleke nje isigodu.
Yes. Ndiyathanda I tried.
Also, our winter's in the middle. Our Christmas is in the middle of summer. Sizindoni
Sizindoni nyani.
Actually, Father Christmas in front of my shirt and namagabi
Panama.
You know what I'm saying? Because it makes zero sense. Okay. Final one, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more, but I think maybe let's see.
Correct abantu babohlise kamandi man.
bejongana nathi gogo.
Hayi man.
What's the most important lesson we've learned from each other?
Yo, Alita. Fundis.
I think patience for me. Why are you laughing? Why is this funny to you? Oh my gosh.
Patience is the key.
Yeah. I think patience.
You've learned from me. What's the most important lesson that we've learned from each other is the question, Nagar. So you learned patience from me. Thixo mkhulu and usebenza overtime.
No, wait.
That's the one thing I've learned that I am through our relationship. Impatient. But okay, continue. Feel free.
Yeah, maybe I'm answering something else. Hey.
Okay.
Do you want to answer while I get my things?
Greatest thing that I've learned from you.
Mm-mm.
Now I've watched you within this year move and change as a person. Change as a person who has always been sure of what she wants, right? But then change as a person in terms of now being able to be like, except I'm trying to, okay, cool, I get it. This is what I want to do. This is what I love. But there's other things that I need to do in order to make life a bit more of a pleasant experience for myself. And that has led you into leaning into things that you previously would have been completely shut off to.
So what have you learned?
So I've learned, Uguti, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you think you are. And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
No, I hear you.
It doesn't matter who you think you are, but you can always
pivot.
Yeah, you can always pivot. I don't even want to say pivot, but like you can always you can always change in a particular way. And that's okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that, yeah.
You can always change in a certain way. But then at the end of the day, then you get into something that's just like, oh, okay, cool. It's a selling role. Now I have to deal with people. Now I have to do this. Now I have to step outside of my comfort zone. I think for me, you did that in a big way for me. You stepped outside of your comfort zone. And you really leaned in. It's good when you see it in yourself. It's even crazier when you see it. For me, it's like it's even crazier when you see it commute. That's what I saw, and I was just like, yeah, man, yakhuthaza ke lawe.
Okay.
Funny. But if utalita ngayenza, the last person that I would have voted for to say, but okay, yabona lo uzawukwenza so she's going to become a business lady who has a stall at a market and is selling. No ways. Wouldn't have put you on that list for all the money in the world. Now, when I watch and I see that happen, and I see how, oh man, it's so crazy. It's like having a kid, bro. Who's, because now, like a couple of weeks ago, you went to a market wedwa. I was like,
okay.
You don't need me? What? That was massive for me. And it just showed me, Nyan, about the power of just being able to step outside of one's comfort zone, bro. Peter Ember, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's cool to hear. Yeah. It's cool to hear. Thanks, girls. What have I learned from you?
Because the list is so long. Get it.
So there's a thing that you do. You have very strong ideals about stuff, right?
Yes. Synonym for that is hard-headed.
And but I've seen you try and understand differently.
Okay.
Yeah. And as much as I think that I'm the kind of person who does understand a lot of things differently and gives everything a chance, I've like when I see the spark in your eye when you finally like see something from a different angle. And I'm like, ooh, I want to feel like that about stuff. Because I also feel like I've made my own, into nje, this is how this works.
Yeah.
This is what like life is. No. But when I see the light turn on, I'm
Yeah.
like, I want a turn on light as well.
Yeah.
So as a result, I've learned to be more inquisitive about the stuff I'm sure about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's such a difficult thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because I guess depending on who you're talking to, then it makes you feel different ways. Because other people are just like,
And?
you know what I mean? Oh, are you stupid? Why would you even think that? And I think the level of conversation that we have is a level of conversation which is coming from a place whereby it's easy now to get that light bulb moment. And I think it does also come from a place of always being willing to learn. If anything, I don't trust myself as much as I wish I did, because I also feel like there's a danger in that. Because once you trust yourself too much, then once you know it all, then
there's nothing left to learn, and you could be wrong.
You could be wrong, bro. And you don't know. I want to be wrong for as little a time as possible. And so that also informs my attitude in terms of the conversations that I'm willing to have. Because hey, you never know where you're gonna learn something, bruh. And you never know how it's gonna help you.
No, this is the thing. And like it's cool to have ideals that you're just like, okay, this is how I think about this thing. But it's also just as cool to have 3 different ways of thinking about the same thing. Even though now you might have decided by inje, but to also then go to a place where you can understand omne umdu who thinks differently from how you think. That's even better, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Not saying about you must flip-flop, but just to be in a space of like understanding of different from you.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And so as I said, as much as, you know, I have my ideals and the things that I want, that I think about, I'm also like, it's so cool to hear something different and it like have a light bulb in your head. So therefore be more inquisitive.
Yeah, for sure. Curious.
Yeah, and I'm curious already, but like, you know, I could be more curious about ezinye.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
That make me uncomfortable or whatever. Yeah.
I like that. That's cute.
Slate.
Yeah.
So
What a year, man.
I know.
And
Like I also like it feels so weird having to even close it off because it feels like next year's gonna be different somehow. Like it's on a new note.
It's gonna be different, bro. I got Kali party. Let me tell you guys that.
My Kale party. We hope that you guys, the people that have firstly been there since day one, that you guys have like seen the growth, have learned stuff as well, have had fun moments, have had like serious thinking about indo or but just I hope that everybody's like grown a little bit just through this journey with us, because we definitely have.
Yeah, for sure.
And it would be cool if, you know, we've all kind of grown a little bit as a little thriving community.
No, absolutely. And I think from the level of comments, also it's something that I've picked up, Uguti. There's a lot of laughing for sure. But then there's also a lot of reflection. There's also a lot of thoughts being provoked in people. There's also a lot of things that people are saying with, hey, actually, hey, trigger, then iteta nam ni tunyokum, which to me speaks to then growth and development, right? Which I think when we started this whole thing, we had no clue. We had no clue. And everything that has happened has just been like, whoa, what? That is wild. Do you know what I mean? And then we've had fun throughout it.
Yeah, also.
What a bonus. You know what I mean? So it's just been really, really crazy. And just to echo your words, like, thank you to everyone that's been a part of the journey in any shape or form. Thank you. You guys also like push us a whole lot to do the things that we do. I mean, half the time Half the time has been in a topic.
Also, on that note, the homework here next year, guys. The topic is 5
each.
Yes, each that you want us to cover because 52 weeks each.
That's long.
Because next year we're literally doing 52 episodes.
Are we gonna do 52 episodes straight?
And we've done what 56 episodes in 3 years, literally.
Yeah.
That's the plan, bro. Even no lino sanquna iproducer emncedisa namhlanje yithi sis.
Uyayirhafa kaloku yena iproducer yakhe. Nam ndingaproduce ubukanirhafa. But it's been an amazing year. We've had a lot of things go in our direction. We've learned a lot, and yeah, thank you, Talita. And thank you to you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. And yeah, let's on to bigger things.
Yeah, on to bigger and better. We can only literally grow from here. And so, yeah, man, bekumandi kubanani klonyaka, guys. Like, I can honestly say that from the bottom of my heart. Bekumandi, like, busy like the whole way, which is like something that you can't say about a lot of things, you know. But to wrap up a year in this fashion, to have managed to like be on Spotify, for an example, like I don't even think that's sunk into like with me yet.
Okay.
It's like ridiculously amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you to Spotify as well for like
Shout out.
hollering, for peeping us out, you know, and seeing the potential in the greatness.
Yeah.
Appreciate that so much. And now I can next year for Ninsopinda, okay?
Kubo.
Kubo babes.
Rinse and repeat, except bigger and better.
100%.
I absolutely can't wait. Nigga still has been a strategy and planning session. Pagas of it.
I'm learning, okay? I'm learning. Sure. My artist brain is like, no, let's just see where this goes. But yeah, thanks for being with us. We love you muchly. And so tibana nani next year, guys.
Yeah. Let's born in next year, guys. Yeah, no, ningene kahle nitye kamandi. Zonke zonto zimandi.
100%.
Sweet.
To 2025.
To 2025, 2022.
Well done. You guys did
to
love
20
each other.
to 2025 and beyond. Jeez.
Whoa, is that what you wanted to say?
Yes.
Always remember.
Love each other.
I got Gavella this year.
Don't delete this part, guys.